Today we have another murder mystery puzzle to put together. This is a murder most puzzling puzzle titled The Clairvoyants Convention. It's 500 pieces. It looks like a book because it was from Barnes & Noble. Cost $18.95, which I'm not too thrilled about. I think that's pretty expensive for a 500-piece puzzle, but let's at least give it the benefit of the doubt and see what it's about here. Jigsaw meets WHODUNIT. Someone's been strangled at the International Clairvoyants Convention just before they could unmask a fraud at work in the crowd. Only the great detective Medea Thorne can find the killer, but every sleuth needs a sidekick. That's where you come in. This absorbing mystery puzzle offers hours of entertainment and an excellent challenge for the little gray cells. Begin by reading the story of the incident. Then, guided by the narrative rather than a visual reference, complete the jigsaw puzzle. The finished image provides all the clues you need to crack the case. Prepare yourself for a caper full of wit, elegance, and a touch of macabre. Now, looking at the cover, it does say here that the full puzzle image is secret until you complete the puzzle, and that is what I like. I don't like putting puzzles together when I know what it looks like. I find that completely boring. So I'm excited to put together another mystery puzzle. And if we take a look at the artwork, I'm not sure if the artwork is going to be in this style. Kind of looks a little bit retro. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and open up the box and look inside. So it looks like we have the story here on the inside cover, which I'm not too thrilled about. I was hoping for a much lengthier story, like a little story booklet or something. The puzzle pieces appear to come in a white bag. And then we have an envelope. Open halfway to reveal a clue. So I guess if we need a clue, we'll open that halfway. I assume the solution is in here as well. Let's go ahead and read the Clairvoyants Convention story. Your decision to answer the small ad in the Gazette was mainly motivated by your meager finances and by the vague promise of excitement. Who hasn't wondered what detectives do all day? And you do enjoy a good brain teaser after all. The private detective Medea Thorne arranges your formal interview in a dingy bar, and when you encounter her, you are surprised by her slight stature. Her gaze, however, is steely, and you suspect she's already worked out your shoe size, your original hair color, and what you've had for your breakfast, which, unlike hers, did not include a stiff whiskey. You'll start tomorrow if that suits, she announces. Soon enough, you discover that she is quite well known in police circles for her irritating knack for being right. It'll take you some time to get used to her brusque and at times abrasive manner, her penchant for dubious establishments, and her unfortunate habit of dropping a few suggestive remarks about the crime before swanning off elsewhere. It's down to you to do the legwork time and time again. One afternoon, Inspector Symes summons you and Miss Thorne to a large convention hall. This is a bit unusual, he begins uneasily, but we need all the help we can get. I know you don't hold with this mumbo-jumbo. That's why I feel certain you can help us sort the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. What's actually happened? Miss Thorne blinks in the sunlight, looking suspiciously pale. Fortune tellers, did you say? A whole international convention of them. Symes shakes his head. One of their number's been strangled in the bathroom. Didn't the victim see it coming? Ms. Thorne smirks, raising an eyebrow. You're not the first person to point that out, Ms. Thorne. Think of the repercussions if this came out. Naturally, the venue as well as the organizers are here to help keep this under wraps. He clears his throat. We haven't alarmed anyone yet, and we haven't let anyone leave. But we've established that the victim was going to expose one of the exhibitors as a scam artist, an imposter. We need to track that person down before anything else happens. The question is, which of them is phony? Aren't they all? You begin, but Ms. Thorne cuts you off. Excellent, she beams, turning to face you. I'm going out for a smoke. Go on ahead, have a good look around. I'll join you in a minute, but I'm sure by then you'll be able to tell us who did it. There we have it, the story behind the Clairvoyants Convention. Let's go ahead and open the puzzle bag, look inside. Offhand, the puzzle pieces look pretty nice. They've got a nice color and sheen to them. I don't see a lot of puzzle dust, so that's good. It does seem like a good high quality puzzle piece. Let's start getting this sorted. It took me about 40 minutes to sort out the edge pieces and then sort the rest of the pieces by shape. And it looks like there is a good variety of each type of shape. A little bit more of this particular one here with a few more that didn't fit in the tray. But overall, the colors here, again, are very nice. There's a lot of wording on these puzzle pieces. I think that's going to make this relatively easier to put together because, anytime you're looking at words, it's very easy to pick them all out when just glancing amongst all of the puzzle pieces. We're also seeing a number of faces. Some of them are black and white, like the one that you saw toward the middle of the screen there. But as we look around, we see some with coloring as well. Well, I think it is time to get puzzling. And here we are, 1 hour in. We have the edge done and quite a bit of the wording all sorted out. Again, I knew that was going to be the easiest part, and it was. I'm pretty impressed that there weren't a whole lot of false fits. I got the edge together with no problems and no mistakes. Looking around the edge for clues, we have a giant palmistry hand right there on the right. Looks like we have some teacups of some sort at the top, a person there on the left, and a little bit of signage. It looks like that might be a table toward the bottom as we get some more pieces together here at the 2 hour mark. Definitely was a table, it looks like, and we are filling in more of the what looks like to be booths here on, I guess, the Clairvoyants convention floor. Looks like we've got some tarot going on the table. There's some sort of cage there on the floor. Ask the Wax. Looks like we have some sort of fortune cookie area. I am intrigued and I look forward to seeing what's next here at the hour 3 mark. So just to give you an idea of the pieces, looks like we don't have a whole lot of pieces left. We've got them sorted down to just about 2 trays there. This puzzle really is going by very quickly, which I like. You don't get stuck in any sort of boring sections. There is a lot going on, a lot of different colors, textures, patterns. It makes it an enjoyable puzzle. But I'm not sure we saw any new clues here. Let's see, we are at the hour 4 mark, whittling it down. It looks like we've connected a lot of the puzzle through this middle section. Perhaps that's an aisle of tents. And we are filling in a lot of people, especially here in what looks to be the sort of bookstore area. We have a crystal gazer, a crystal ball there. I think that was a monkey. We have fire shooting out of a cauldron, but anything here that looks like a method of murder? I'm not so sure. At the 5 hour mark, we have less than a tray left of puzzle pieces. It is a little bit harder at this point, but I found now if I just take the face pieces and try and fill in where they fit on the puzzle, it's not so bad. But I haven't seen any face that screams murderer. And here we have our final piece of the puzzle, so to speak. We have the Clairvoyants convention here. This was a fun puzzle. It took me about 6.5 hours from start to finish, but there is just so much going on here in the image. But we are here to solve a murder, so can we find within this image who killed the victim? I can't remember at this point who the victim was, but they were strangled in the bathroom, so we're looking for someone who is an imposter. And let's see if we can find them as we look around the convention here. We have Let's Talk Numerology, Intrigues, Infidelities, Successions to Estates, Your Enemy's Secrets, Betting Tips. The Temple of Knowledge, International Spirit Boards. What does this say here? Most accurate oracle will tell you what you want to know. Moving down the row here, we have the Grounds for Speculation. Finest China, tea, and Turkish coffee, reading included with every cup. A lot of people enjoying some coffee and whispering amongst each other. We have First Choice Palmists, Love, Marriage, Health, Career, Idle Gossip. That's interesting. We have a nice big palm here on the side. We have the all-knowing parrot, gives names of friends and enemies. Does it say artisanal pyromancy? It's probably because there's a lot of mancy words here. Lucky Chan's superior fortune confections. Some fortune cookies going on there. Ask the Wax, certified seromancers. So I had to look up a lot of these to make sure that they were in fact actual clairvoyant, I guess, methods. And this in fact is. I guess you can look in melted wax to predict the future. Here is the image from the box with the lady and the snake. Egyptian scryer, I assume that's how that is pronounced. Your destiny revealed. We also have consult the black mirror. We have a machine here that dispenses love advice. Dr. Crocodile, the diviner, will cast runes, shells, bones, and crabs. Everything bibliomancy. Again, another one I had to look up, looking through books, particularly the Bible, to predict the future. Madame something or other, the doyenne of tarot playing cards there. Crystal gazer to the stars, business warnings, financial forecasts, investment advice, lottery numbers, private consultations. Let's take another quick glance around the board. The puzzle. Have you solved the crime? I think I have, but the problem with these puzzles is, especially when they are just artistic renderings like this, it's really hard sometimes to know what the artist was intending. And I have a little bit of an issue with part of the puzzle, which I think is actually part of the solution. So I'm going to give you my guess right now. Down here in this bottom corner, so we have these little white dots, which kind of look like the white dots up here. So it makes us wonder, are these lights? What is this? But if you pay close attention, it looks like the white dots continue around the monkey's neck. So it's obviously some sort of leash. Again, this is where it's hard to tell with artistic renderings what it is. Assuming it's a leash could be used to strangle somebody, but particularly it looks like this monkey is pickpocketing this man. And the only reason he would be doing that would be if his owner is a fraud. He's only pretending to be a clairvoyant to use the opportunity to pick pockets. So before we read the solution, let's go ahead and take a look and see what it says in the clue booklet. So here we go. Open halfway to reveal a clue. The clue is look closely at the animals. Continue unfolding to reveal the full puzzle image. So I think we might have been spot on with the monkey. It's an animal. Here we have the image. Open to reveal the solution. And I think we had it. The imposter is using a trained monkey to find out personal details as well as to steal clients' possessions. And there we have it. We have solved a murder most puzzling, the case of the Clairvoyants Convention. I really liked this puzzle. I think the image is fantastic. There's so much going on. It made it pretty easy to put together because there's so much differentiation in the puzzle pieces and the designs. So there weren't like whole big blocks of color that mess you up, and there weren't any false fits really. I think overall it was a clean puzzle and I had a good time putting it together. Now, will I do another one? I'm not so sure. I do love my mystery puzzles. I might pick up another one of these in the future, but it is only 500 pieces. So for $20, I'm not sure that that's the best value, but it is a beautiful puzzle. Let me know in the comments what you think. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you're interested in joining our Fright Club, be sure to check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care. And happy puzzling.